Alright guys, here we go. So, x-intercept. Like, what's the word x-intercept mean? What's the word intercept mean? It crosses through, right? Like, look guys, you're driving down the road, right? And you come to an intersection. What does that mean? What crosses? The roads cross there, right? It's the same thing on a graph. Like, if you do anything in your life with roads, then you're going to have to learn how to read graphs, okay? Because that's all that a road is a graph. So what does the x-intercept mean? X-intercept, what does that mean?
Where it crosses the
Which one? The x-axis, right, Wilmer? Where it crosses the x. Look, that was even nice right here and gave you which axis was the x-axis. So where does it cross the x-axis? What number? 4, 0, right? But I don't have to write the word 0 because when you come to an intersection, you're most likely coming to either a red light or a stop sign, right? And what should your miles per hour be when you come to an intersection? It should be 0. So when you see this word intercept, it's like you don't want to say 0 because intersection already means 0. So you're just going to put 4. All right, what about y-intercept? What does that mean? Where it crosses the y-axis, and somebody already said 3. Very good. All right, what about slope-intercept form? Anybody remember what that was? Very good. Y equals mx plus b. Very nice. And there's 2 letters that you have to pick out. What 2 letters do you have to pick out? M and B. Wilmer, very good. And what was the M? Anybody remember what the M stood for? The slope. And what is slope? Something over something. Something over something. Rise over run. There you go. Here we go. We're going to rise from here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Why did I stop here? Because it is level with that dot. So I went up 3. And then how many did I run? We're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4. But which direction did I run? To the left. So it's -4. And then what did the B stand for? B stood. It's on the y-axis. Very good. It is the y-intercept on the y-axis. So what number is that? Right here? 3. What kind of 3? So, there you go. All right, last one. Standard form. Standard form was where the x and the y was on what side? What side are they on? Look at the x and the y right here. What side are they on? The left side, right? So let's take this formula that we just did, and I need to move something so that both the x and the y are on this side. So what do I need to move? And how do I move that? What's the opposite? There you go. So I'm going to add 3/4. Come on, guys. This is what we're going to do in Chapter 2. So this is just a review. So you have, which one comes first? Which one of these letters? Look right here. The 3/4 x. Very good. And then what kind of y is that? Positive. And then what's it equal? 3. C stands for constant, which is the number by itself. There's nothing with that 3. So that's it. Well, technically we need to do something else to that, but we're going to fight one battle at a time. All right, what about number 10? Look at this graph. Now you got to be careful, because what is this graph counting by? 2's. All right, so x-intercept. What's the x-intercept? Ooh, -5. It's between -6 and -4. Perfect. Look at you go. All right, what about the y-intercept? +5. There you go. All right, slope-intercept form was y equals mx plus b. So be careful. If I'm starting here at 0 and I need to go up to be level with this dot, how far up did I go? I went up +5. Very good. All right, if I'm here and I need to go over to 0, how far did I go? If I was at -5 and I went to 0, how far did I go? 5. In which direction did I go? To the right, so that is positive. And then what's your y-intercept? +5. Do you notice anything about that? 5 over 5 is how much? 1. Do I have to write the 1? No, so I'm just going to write x plus 5. All right, last thing, standard form. Here we go. What's got to be on the left-hand side? The x and the y. So how do I move the x over there? There you go. Which one comes first? The which one? The x. And what kind of x is that? Negative x. And what kind of y is that? Positive. And then equals 5. Technically, we need to take that one more step, but we will cross that battle. We will fight that battle next week when we start this stuff. Are y'all okay? All right. So go ahead and put that in your folder. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over our ACT from yesterday, 8 through 10. And then we're going to do ACT 11 through 12. And then the rest of the class period, we're just going to get in groups with some people. And we're going to work out our study guide today. And I think I'm going to give you one more day tomorrow. And we'll test Friday, okay? We're going to push our test back one day. Does that sound okay to everybody? Yes? No? No? Well, if it's no, then sorry. Life's not always what you want. All right, here we go. Look at number 8. Okay, look, guys, this is a real life problem right here. It's not really real life for most of you anymore, but it used to be. So you're gonna have a long distance call, and they're gonna charge you $1.05 for the first minute, and they're gonna charge you 15 cents for every minute after that. So what's the cost of a 15-minute call? How can I set that up? Yeah?
First you do 0.15 times 15.
Not times 15. Times 14. Because how much is the first minute? The first minute's $1.05, right? And then you add those together. Very good. You got your calculators? Plug it in. Tell me what you get. Plug it in. Plug it in.
Okay.
What'd you get? What you got, AJ? H? Oh, I thought you were saying 8. I'm sorry. H. Look at you go. Very nice job. Very nice job. Okay, when you get a little bit older, you're going to buy a house, hopefully. Uh-oh. All right, and when you buy a house, you got this person that comes to your house, and they come through, and they look at all your stuff, and they inspect everything, and they say, this is how much that your house is going to be worth. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's basically how it works. Does that make sense to everybody? Kind of? Yes? No? All right, so let's look at this. You've got a house that is $56,000, right? But it's only going to be assessed, it's only going to be appraised for 3/4 of that value. So how do I figure out how much it's worth now? What do I do to those two numbers? You could, but there's a simpler way to do that. You could divide by 4 first and then do something else, but there's a simpler way. Well, come on, guys. What can I do to these two numbers? Ladies, you're going shopping, and you got 50% off. How do you do that? You multiply by how much? 0.5, right? So what do I multiply here? 0.75. Come on, guys. This is real life. You got to know how to do this one. You're going to let somebody get one over on you when you buy a house. You got to know how to do that math. All right, multiply it. What do you get? How much is that house worth now? $42,000. Very good. All right, then you got to pay taxes, right? You got to pay taxes on everything. Y'all pay taxes when you go buy something at the store. So you got to pay taxes on your house too, every year. So every year the tax is calculated as $3 for every $100 that it is assessed. So how do I figure out how many $100 are in here? Divide by 100. Very good. You know the hundreds trick where the zeros will cancel? So how many 100s are in there? 420. So it was $3 for every 100. So I have 420 100s. So what do I do with a 3? You multiply it. And that's 1260. What you see? Y'all okay? Get off your phone. Alright, last one. Don't waste your time reading. Do not waste your time reading. Look at the question. The only thing they're interested in is the kicker versus the receiver, okay? And you don't have to waste your time adding it up. Skim through that problem. Do you see a number already given to you in the problem? 20, right here. Don't read it. Don't add it. It's already done for you. So how do you figure out probability with those two? You add them, and you get 12 over how many total? Oh, look at those two numbers. What number goes into 12 and 20? 4. And so when you divide them, you get 3/5, which is K. Y'all good? All right, here we go. 11 and 12. Don't cheat, but get ready to go. 11 and 12. You got 2 problems, so how many minutes do you have? 2. Don't go yet. All right, everybody ready? 11 and 12. Don't start. Don't read it. Don't cheat. All right, 3, 2, 1. 11 through 12, go. 11 through 12. 11 through 12. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Got your study guides? Everybody got your study guides? Look, what is it, page 17 that it's on? All right, grab your study guide and grab your phone. Grab your study guide and grab your phone. You ready? Your phone. Go to Google Classroom. And when you go to Google Classroom, you see the very first thing is there, right? What's that attachment? That attachment is your study guide key, right here. And there's your study guide key, okay? I don't care about you turning it in. I'm not worried about that. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on the problems that you know you're weak on. So numbers 1 through 7. Isn't that right, 1 through 7? If you're weak on classifying numbers, I want you to go through and I want you to answer them and then pull up your phone and see if you got them right. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So go through and find your partner. If you want to work by yourself, that's fine. But I want you to find somebody, and I want you to pull out your study guide, and we're going to work on this today, okay? You got 2 days ready. And then finally, look on the board real quick. You see those ACT dates? If you want, you can take a picture of those. The next ACT that you can register for is the 28th of October. The deadline is the 22nd of September. You got to register by then, and you go to act.org to register. act.org. The next one is in red. It's December 9th, and you have to be registered by November 3rd in order to do that. Are y'all okay? All right, feel free to take a picture of that if you want to, and you go to act.org, okay? Go ahead and find somebody, and let's get together, work on our study guide, ask me any questions that you got. If you don't have a phone, I have a paper copy of the key right here if you need it, okay?